Welcome back. We are back with episode 2 of What the Actual Fuck. I'm your host, Rob. Unfortunately, Brian is out sick tonight, so I'll be filling in for both him and myself. Yes, that's right, I'll be talking to myself mostly. Kind of like playing with myself, only less messy. Yay! But still twice as drunk. So there was a lot of stuff that happened last week. If anyone's a fan of the UFC, I used to be. Dude, Conor McGregor, let's talk about that first and foremost. Holy hell, I haven't seen a fight go like quicker than that than Chuck Liddell getting his ass whooped by Rampage. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut to some footage of that. Yeah, no, that was actually just some footage from, I think it's Snatched, but honestly, it's about the same effect. Holy crap, he just comes out of the gate, beat the bricks off Cowboy. But that's figure, this Irishman talks a lot of shit, but he backs it up. I mean, granted, he also smacks around old guys and sells a lot of whiskey, which I happen to be drinking at the moment. But it was a pretty interesting fight, and I mean, we all knew he was gonna win, but not that fast. I mean, damn, that's a 2-pump chump right there, but if anyone figured that some Cowboy was finally going to dethrone Mr. McGregor, they had quite another thing coming. But moving on to other aspects and conversations. So there's a interesting article I came across here. It's, you just gotta hear it to believe it. And the headline reads, "Deaf Man Sues Pornhub Over Lack of Closed Caption." I'll repeat that, given that, 1, it's written in joke format, and 2, it bears repeating. I say, deaf man sues Pornhub over lack of closed caption. What? Okay, first of all, if you're watching it for the conversation and the dialogue, you're not doing it right. Second of all, I mean, what the hell? Dude, you are obviously a visual person, so what does it matter? It's like those people that used to say that I used to read Playboy for the articles. Yeah, no one does. Some people, but, I don't know. Those people like to pretend that they're not as perverted as they think they are, or as anyone says they are. But let's face it, porn is porn, and sound is maybe 10% of that. And let's face it, dialogue is maybe a negative 70% of that. Seriously though, so a deaf man has sued Pornhub and other pornographic websites because he said he cannot enjoy video content without closed captioning. I'm sorry, but a bottle of Jergens and some visual aid is pretty much all you're gonna need on that. The guy's name is Yaroslav Surius. I'm probably butchering that, but he lives out in New York. He tried to watch some videos on Pornhub entitled, wow, that's I'm not even going to say that because, quite frankly, that's been another thing I've noticed on Pornhub. And yeah, I was watching Joe Rogan the other day, and I tend to agree. Like, it's weird. They go for the step relative now. Is that their way of being naughty, dude? That's just nasty. It's like, hey, whatever happened to just enjoying, a guy and a girl having sex, girl and girl, or guy and guy, whatever your choice is. I don't judge. No one would. But this I kind of gotta judge on, man, because, okay, fine, I'll say what this is. Hot step aunt babysits disobedient nephew. What the hell? That's just wrong on so many levels. And here's one I can kind of, this one I gotta get is sexy cop gets witness to talk. What the hell does he have to say that's so damn important you need closed captions on? So it looks like he filed a lawsuit Thursday on the Eastern District of New York. The lawsuit alleges that Pornhub, RedTube, YouPorn, I've never heard of any of these sites, he says, clearing his browser history, are in violation of the 1990 Americans with Disabilities Act. Part of the ADA's goal is to provide full and equal enjoyment of a public accommodations, goods, services, facilities, and privileges according to the lawsuit. I would say that is public, but I don't necessarily say it's in the same vein as, let's say, trying to get to the DMV or or even trying to enjoy going grocery shopping. This is quite a bit different on so many levels. So apparently the website that prevented accessibility to the deaf and hard of hearing individuals is the discriminatory act that the lawsuit reads. Really? Is it really that discriminating? I mean, it kind of includes a lot of stuff. Hell, have you ever seen the categories page of these sites? Trust me, there's very few things being discriminated against that honestly probably should be a little bit discriminatory. But hey, never question the kink. So Pornhub's vice president, Corey Price, I didn't know that was that person's name, disputed the claim that website doesn't offer closed caption. While we do not generally comment on active lawsuits, we'd like to take this opportunity to point out that we do have closed captioning category. So see, apparently there's a category for everyone. According to the statement from Price provided to ABC News, the statement includes a link to the closed caption section. The researchers on these type of stories, it's just, they must get some weird shiz, man. I can't even imagine some of the shit they have to come across or have to field. And HR must be hitting them up constantly, to be perfectly honest. Well, that's about all much I can stomach of that story, because that just gets too weird for my taste, and I'm into some weird stuff. Not weird like that, but at the very least I can watch some weird stuff. I mean, you guys see that movie, was it Greener Grasses or something like that off Hulu? Yeah, that kind of broke my brain. The two main stars are the people that wrote the dang movie, but it seems like they're trying to do a satire and kind of go very surreal for it. And I mean, it's got an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Color me stupid. I didn't get it. Like, I understood it, but I didn't get it. Well, that's about all I have to say on that subject. So coming to another subject here, Walmart's in a bit of trouble here, and this is unfortunately not to do with one of their clothes that they have to take off the line, like last couple of times. What was the one that they had a while back? The snowman basically doing lines of snow, and then that one it was like who needs a credit card when you got one of these with the pair of panties? That was bad. I mean, I've seen some bad ones, but that was pretty bad. But this one is a little bit different, and honestly, it takes it to an area where I'm like, ooh, donkey, no. So apparently there was a Twitter statement commenting about how they really wanted to get some pink strawberry and cream cinnamon rolls, or someone did. I'll link to it in the description below. But essentially, someone said that this was them trying to go get it, and it was a video of a car like speeding through, and then Walmart had to respond by saying, "Hey, Paul Walker, click it or ticket." Now, I'm a fan of the gallows humor and the dark humor, but that's a step too far, man. Yeah, you might as well be Kanye going, President Bush doesn't like black people.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
No, dude. Walmart, we were actually just talking about Walmart on last week's podcast. It strikes me that they're not the most woke, or at the very least, not the most thoughtful in their tweets. Lord knows I've been guilty of saying some stuff that I probably shouldn't have, but I'm not, cracking one off on dead people. That's just bad, dude. Yeah, no, of course they're going to apologize for that, and to be perfectly honest, they probably should, because a joke's a joke, but if it's a company making a joke like that, I can kind of see why they would need to apologize. Like Ricky Gervais, like we were talking about last week, didn't need to apologize because that is literally his job. He is a comedian, to make the jokes, make the funny, the haha. But Walmart, not so much. I don't necessarily want some place where I go to get my toilet paper, sporting goods, and booze to, cracking off jokes like that. That's just a bridge too far. Now, in other headlines, the whole thing with the British family, I'm not really sure how to really approach that, to be perfectly honest, I mean, I am an atypical American dude. I don't really give too much about politics across the sea. And to be perfectly honest, the politics here I'm not really a fan of either. But at the same time, I'm of the mind that it's all made up and the points don't matter. I mean, hey, vote for who you want in office, and that's about all I can really tell you. I would never assume to tell you who you should or should not vote for. That's just not me. That being said, that's not necessarily to say that I do agree with all the choices that are made, but hey, we're all in this boat together. So apparently the royal family's having a big old split. Source of the controversy is Miss Meghan Markle. Now, I can't tell, to be perfectly honest, if it's going to be a race thing or going to be an American thing, but I guess they were never too happy that Prince Harry married this half-black American girl. They've have their own issues, but they definitely like to just jump all over this person, and unfortunately the British press is not helping. Let's go ahead and go to a couple of notes here. Now, given how the press has been kind of almost targeting Meghan and yet praising Kate, it's just ridiculous. Check this out. So March 2018, not long to go, pregnant Kate tenderly cradles her baby bump while wrapping up her royal duties ahead of maternity leave. January 2019, why can't Meghan Markle keep her hands off her bump? Experts tackle the question that has got the nation talking. Is it pride, vanity, acting, or a new age bonding technique? Couldn't be that, maybe she's fucking excited to have a kid? No, it has to be some weird thing. Now, this is from the same media company called the Daily Mail, same newspaper called the Daily Mail. So it's an obvious bias they have against this girl. Now check this one out from a paper called The Express, 2017. Kate's morning sickness cure, Prince William gifted with an avocado for pregnant Duchess. 2019, Meghan Markle, beloved avocado linked to human rights abuse and drought, millennial shame. And why don't they just come out and say it? Like, oh, Meghan Markle likes the alligator pear. It's linked to death and human trafficking and cause global warming. Fuck, I don't know. That's just nuts, man. I mean, why aren't they going after her so hard, but for the same thing Kate's getting praised for? I don't get it, man. Maybe I'm just out of touch, or maybe I'm just too drunk. I don't know. But that was from the same newspaper, they're the same articles. And this one's from The Sun. Let's see, April 2017. Prince William blasts monarchy's stiff upper lip tradition and backs Harry's admissions of his mental anguish after death of Mother Diana. Now, who wouldn't be mentally anguished after something like that? That was fucking horrible. I was alive during that time, and that was a horrible, horrible thing that happened. But check this out. Now, Prince Harry to October 2019, and Meghan ditched British stiff upper lip. Is this a good thing? Son, parents, and kids are torn. That's from an article from The Sun. Now, I just, like I said, I don't want to just jump straight to saying, oh, they're racist, they're racist. The British newspapers are racist. The royal family is racist. But let's face it, the whitest motherfuckers in the world start jumping up the ass of a half-black American girl. You can't tell me that's not at least a little bit racist, or at the very least they're still pissed off at the Revolutionary War. But hey, they said fuck it, and they're heading off to Canada. Who wouldn't in that case? As it is, fucking Harry is, 6 in line for the throne? Eesh. I may be going a little bit off the rails here, but I don't think it's a step too far to say that there's some buttfuckery afoot. Well, either way, it's just messed up, man. I mean, there's too much unequal treatment here, It's jacked beyond belief. Of course, that could just be the booze talking, or could be, basic fucking human rights. But hey, I'm not trying to sound too angry about this, not too bitter. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring up our Darwin Award winners today. Oh my god, I think I found a good Darwin Award winner here. Man is hospitalized with 3-day erection after taking sexual stimulant used for breeding bulls in Mexico. What the fuck? Look, I wouldn't even touch Viagra because of the possibility of priapism, but this dude's taking shit to make toros hard. Dude, no. What the hell is wrong with you? So apparently it was an unnamed hospitalized person out in Mexico. Let's see, the border city of Reynosa. The man took the pills as he planned to have sex with a 30-year-old woman. He received urgent surgery to treat the problem at a specialized hospital. Yeah, I would hope that would be specialized because, dude, 3 days? Like, if I'm up for more than an hour, I'm fucking terrified. What the hell? So a man has been hospitalized with a 3-day erection after taking a sexual stimulant used for breeding bulls in Mexico. The individual, who has not been named, received urgent surgery at a specialist hospital 270 in the U.S.-Mexico border city of Reynosa after checking in with a persistent condition. Yeah, I would say that's persistent. He took the drugs as he was planning to have sex with a 30-year-old woman, reports Peruvians. This is just repeating the same thing over and over again. But yeah, what the hell? I get it. You know, if you're a little bit older in years, you know, the equipment ain't working too well. You do what you can to do what you want to do. But, I mean, there's a limit, man. Why? Why would you do this to yourself? You do realize that has a that has a very big possibility of, I don't know, not working again. It's like you want to go out with a bang, but shit, you don't want it to get so hard it might pop. Hey, that's the line from our thing, our trailer. Yeah, but given a bit of a palate cleanser from the definite Darwin Award winner of this week, let's go ahead and jump to the 2020 SAG Awards. Apparently, there was some actors, and it's the Screen Actors Guild Awards. Honestly, I have no idea what the hell it's about. To be perfectly honest, all these awards kind of tend to blend in. You know, is it just me, or these things all kind of blend in with each other, and you're not quite sure what awards getting given to who for what? And who votes on these fucking things? I am not sure. But the big news is that Twitter's all going crazy because they're taking pictures of Brad and Jennifer. Oh my god, yeah, maybe they might get back together, or maybe they're getting snubbed, or oh, maybe they're talking to each other again after his horrible thing with Angelina Jolie and Brangelina, and now it's Brennifer, and god, you know what? I could barely stomach this shit the first time it happened, so if it's going to happen all over again, I'm just going to turn my damn TV off. I'm avoiding this crap on Twitter. It's just too goddamn much these days. You know, how about just letting people, you know, form relationships and enjoy each other's company and not have to interfere or make all kinds of ridiculous speculations about it. I guess they make a good couple, man. Maybe people are just looking for some hope these days. I mean, Lord knows there's precious little of it. But, dear God, this is just... Hook your boat up to something else, people. How about your own relationships? Don't be paying so much attention to the relationships of you know, those people we watch. Lastly, I gotta go ahead and touch on this whole 2020 Democratic debate. I know we said in the show that we don't want to get too political, but dude, that was a fucking hit job CNN pulled on him. Like, I never thought I'd be on the same page as Trump supporters, but dude, them flat out saying that Bernie Sanders said told Elizabeth Warren a woman can't win the presidential election. Like, one, technically accurate, because a woman didn't win last time. Well, she won the popular vote, which apparently no one gives a fuck about anymore. Fuck the Electoral College. But the sheer fact that they would think that Bernie Sanders would ever fucking say something like that, like, don't get me wrong, I understand that everyone's fallible, but dude, like, he even looked kind of hurt because him and Warren used to be friends. But then they pull that shit and saying, you know, oh, well, did you say this to her? And he basically said no. And then CNN, the moderator, turns to Warren and goes, when he said this to you, stating it like it's a fucking fact, it's not a fact, it's bullshit.
Senator Sanders, I do want to be clear here. You're saying that you never told Senator Warren that a woman could not win the election.
That is correct.
Senator Warren, what did you think when Senator Sanders told you a woman could not win the election?
You know, dude, that is so obviously sneaky and manipulative, and they're not even fucking trying anymore, you know? They're just being so obvious with the bullshit that they're pulling. I mean, I don't want to vote Republican, but fuck, it's looking good right about now. And then knowing that the mics were still on after the debate, she comes up to Bernie almost like she's gonna shake his hand, and then you could see the look in her face like she remembers, oh yeah, fuck, I'm supposed to be mad at you. And then basically says, oh, you called me a liar. It's like, no, bitch, you called him a liar, and you the one lying.
I think you called me a liar on national TV. I think you called me a liar on national TV.
Let's not do it right now. You want to have that discussion, we'll have that
Anytime.
discussion. You told me. All right, let's not do it. I don't want to get known. I just want to say hi. Yeah, good. Okay.
I have lost faith in our election process. I just, like I said, I vote my conscience and let the chips fall where they may. That's all anyone can ever do. Just vote who you prefer, as long as they're not, made of Cheeto dust. I don't know, if he survives the next election, I'm going to be severely surprised. But that's about all the time I got for tonight. So if you like what you heard or you want to hear more, go ahead and hit the like button or subscribe or whatever medium you're watching this on. Go ahead and share it out to your friends, download it. XYZ, whatever podcasts do. I'm just some guy screaming into the night at the moment. And hopefully Brian will be back next week, because Lord knows I'm floundering when I'm just drunk, left to ramble incoherently. Well, not so incoherently, since some of the stuff I actually, read. And if you guys have any ideas for just weird shit that you see happening, even if it's across the world, just go ahead and send us the article. Go ahead and comment it below if you can, or if you want to go ahead and send it to me on Twitter at Ungroovy Gameplay. I believe Brian is Tech Llama. Well, go ahead and even just put it in the comments below, and we'll go ahead and try and get to it. And if we pick yours, maybe we'll even go ahead and throw you a shout out on your handle, whoever you may be. And hopefully it'll give us a little bit more material, so that way if I have to do this again by myself, I'm not just rambling incoherently, making long pauses for nothing. Squeak. I don't know. But until next time, you guys have a great night, and we will see y'all next week. Toodles.